Hello everyone, this is Heather and I'm just taking a walk in the woods here that's at the park by my house. So today I wanted to talk about how we put vows on ourselves and how we can take them off. So it took me a while to understand this, but after getting a past life reading like a few years ago, I found out that I had a few vows on myself. I had a vow of poverty and a vow of invisibility. And it's made sense at the time because I wasn't making a lot of money, and when I was trying to make money or trying to be noticed for something, no one would see me. So I'm going to start with the vow of poverty, because that's the one I'm pretty clear on how I put it on and how I took it off. So I was told actually in my past life reading that I put the vow on myself in a past life, and it was still there. It still followed me. Well, that was taken off of me, but I still was having the problem with this, with not getting enough money, for just struggling over and over, it just was never ending. And I had to pray to my guides and to my higher self, what is keeping this vow on me? Why won't it just go? And something was finally revealed to me during a session with a friend of mine who does healings and stuff. I realized I put this vow on myself when I was a teenager. And I put this vow on myself because when I was growing up, my parents had, good money because they had good jobs. They would be what we call our middle class or middle upper class that doesn't exist anymore. And I went to school, and I was the type of person, I would be your friend no matter what money your family had or where you lived. I didn't care. I was friends with anybody who was friends with me. But I would take friends who were, their parents also worked, but they just didn't have as much money, or their parents were divorced and there was just one income from a parent. And these girls I were friends with would come home or come over to my house, see what I had and immediately get jealous. And they wouldn't tell me this, but as time went on in our friendship, I could tell that they were annoyed that my family had this money and they didn't. And of course I'm an only child, so if they had siblings, they'd be like, oh, I have to share this with my sister or my brother, and you don't have to worry about any of that. And then it got to the point where if I had a bad day, and being a teenager, sometimes we complain about stuff, and I would be the one I always listened to other people. I always listened to their problems, but when it came to be my turn, it was, oh, you're rich, you don't have problems, I don't want to hear you complain. And I heard this a lot, and suddenly I started to wish I didn't have money. Suddenly I started to say, you know what, I wish this money would go away, because maybe then I'll have friends or people who like me, because people don't seem to like me because I have money. And this is when I put the vow on myself. I did it to myself. I put a vow of poverty on myself. And I didn't even go for careers that had to make a lot of money, I settled for something less, saying, well, that's okay, it's not like I need a lot of money. Well, after about 10 years of struggling, trying to pay bills, I really didn't want this vow anymore. And when I realized what it was and what I did to myself, I could easily reverse it and say, you know what? I manifest my thoughts. If I've been bringing poverty to myself, I can turn it around and I can, bring prosperity to myself and money. And I felt so guilty for so long about having money. And it was something I had to get rid of. I had to get rid of the guilt that's saying, no, it's okay that I have money. I'm not a bad person for having money. I'm not bad, we put in a hard day's work, and, we deserve to have something for it. And not just to pay our bills. For the longest time, that's all we had money for, was just to pay our bills. We didn't have anything left afterwards to have fun. Well, then your ego says, well, you're not here to have fun, you're here to work. Because that's something we heard growing up, right? Work hard every day. Well, after a while, you kind of get tired of working every day. Because, let's face it, how long are you here in this lifetime? Sure, you'll come back in the next lifetime as something else, but you are here now. You need to be happy now. And I don't want to put the impression that you have to have money to be happy, because trust me, there are people out there with money who are miserable. And that's something else we have to understand. But it's okay to have money and to go spend money on something nice once in a while. It's something that I've had to understand. Now, for the vow of invisibility, this one was interesting because I'm still not exactly sure when I put it on myself. I'm going to probably have to do some prayer meditation to figure it out. But I do know making these videos, first of all, I should say a big thank you to everyone who's subscribed to me right now. I do have over 100 subscribers, and I will be doing a Facebook Live as soon as I figure out how to get this phone to do that. And so for a while, it wasn't just with my videos, but it's everything I did, everything I tried to do with advertising. I was doing different businesses, and even when you apply for a job and see if someone's going to see your resume over someone else's. It's possible that we put a vow of invisibility on ourselves because we want to hide, because in our past lives, if we had these abilities, if you have like ability to heal, or you have psychic abilities, or anything like that, in the past, you would be shunned for that. And like in our history time, people were killed for that type of, ability. And now the worst you get are trolls on the internet, which you can easily block or just delete their comments. But, if you have a vow of visibility on you, you got to figure out, why do I want to be invisible? And then when that comes to you, you've got to realize that it's okay for people to see you, and maybe you want to have some white light around you, and and your guide and your angelic beings to protect you as you are carrying out whatever mission that you came here for, when you came to Earth. Because for me, I know I'm sharing some stuff that there's dark beings out there who probably don't want me to tell people all this stuff about how we have our own light, and how we have been pulled into a system that doesn't serve us, and that we need to change the system, and all that stuff. But we can protect ourselves, and the internet can be a great thing. Because we're in our homes doing this, and we do have, the right to speak what we want. Okay? So, message here is, whatever vow you put on yourself, I know there's tons of vows out there, and I'm not going to go over all of them, but whatever they are, once you find out why it's on you, and why you put it on yourself, you can easily just take it off. Okay, and then from there you just kind of just, you know, start cutting the cords, you know, to events or people that might have held you in this vow. You know, like for me, with the vow of poverty, when I think about the one so-called friend I had back in high school who made me feel bad because my parents had money, well, just cut the cord from that. I don't need that anymore. Or people made me feel weird because, you know, I'm different and I think differently. It's okay, just cut the cords from those people. You know, we want different right now. We don't want everyone to be the same. There's a reason we're all different, you know? So, all right, I've been talking long enough. So hopefully you got something to this video. If you have anything to share, please leave a comment. And like and subscribe. All right, I will see you guys next time.